Hi, good morning. Again, I am in front of you with a new prose or new lesson of Flamingo, Deep Water, written by William Douglas or William O. Douglas. So, this is a very interesting story, or you can say it's an autobiography of the writer himself, and it's a motivational story. When you will come to know about this story, when you will read this story, you will have some motivation inside you to do something, because you will learn something in this story, how to overcome hurdles of the life and to be a winner. एक टैगलाइन आप लोग सुने होंगे, डर के आगे जीत है। मतलब अगर आपको किसी चीज से डर लग रहा है तो आप समझ जाइए कि बस आप इस चीज में विन करने वाले हैं। बस आपको क्या करना है, यू हैव टू टेक स्टेप्स टू ओवरकम दैट फियर। आपको उस डर से जीतने के लिए कुछ स्टेप्स लेने पड़ेंगे। अब ये जो विलियम डगलस हैं, उनका जन्म जो हुआ था, he was born in 1898 and expired in 1980। वो जो है उनका डेथ हुआ था 1980 में। एंड थोड़ा सा विलियम डगलस के बारे में हम जान लेते हैं। विलियम डगलस जो थे वो बॉर्न हुए थे 1898 में मिनेस्टा में, और ही डन हिज ग्रेजुएशन इन बैचलर ऑफ आर्ट्स in English and economics, as well as he spent his 2 years of teaching career in Yakima in a high school, and he got tired of this profession and he decided to pursue a different profession that was of legal profession. Meanwhile, he met the president of that time, Franklin D. Roosevelt, at Yale, and became friend of him, and he became advisor to. Then what happened? He was a leading advocate, as well as he served for the longest time slot or longest period in the history of court as justice, and the year was 36 years he served in the court. This whole story is an excerpt. It is a piece of a story from where it has been taken, from the story written by the writer itself, William O. Douglas, that is the story Man and Mountains. Then as a boy, what he faced, as a little boy, what he faced, what was the problem, what was the fear he was facing, and how he overcame it and became a person to overcome the fear and to become winner too also. That means he became proficient in gaining control on that fear, and he became like normal and was able to do that thing without any fear. So before the start of the lesson, मैं सिर्फ ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, डर तो सबको लगता है, डर तो सबको लगता है। इवन आप देखिए, जो पेरेंट्स होते हैं, आप सब अपने थोड़े से बचपने में जाइए एंड ट्राई टू रिकलेक्ट योर चाइल्डहुड मेमोरी। आपको डराने के लिए आपकी मम्मा बोलती थी, फिनिश योर मिल्क अदरवाइज बू विल कम। आप तो बू नहीं जानते थे, कोई जूजू बोलता है, कोई बू बोलता है, कोई भूत बोलता है, कोई मॉन्स्टर बोलता है, कोई डेविल बोलता है, ये बोलते थे दूध आप फिनिश करें। तो वो जो डर था, वो डर के कारण कि वो मत आए, वो जो मॉन्स्टर है वो मत आए, आप दूध फिनिश कर लेते थे। तो एक फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड के लिए मैं आपके सामने एक क्वेश्चन पुट करना चाहती हूँ, और आपको इसका आंसर अपनी कॉपी में लिखना होगा, या आप जहाँ कहीं भी लिखिए, सो दैट यू विल बी recollecting your childhood, which is full of so many memories, which will give you energy, which will give you refreshment, and you will be happy enjoying your past journey, enjoying your childhood journey. So the question is, are you fearful of something? Are you fearful of something? क्या आपको किसी चीज से डर लगता है? और लगता है जितनों ने ओवरकम कर लिया, दे हैव टू राइट हाउ दे ओवरकेम दिस फियर, एंड दोज हु आर still trying to overcome, what strategy they are applying to overcome this fear. So again we will be starting with this, again we will be starting our childhood journey, and we will look into our childhood fear and how we overcame it. So it will be helpful in the present scenario also. हमको कोरोना वायरस से डर है, तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, what we have to do to prevent ourselves from corona virus. So same way, ये तो फियर है कि हम बाहर जाएंगे, वी विल गो आउट, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, एंड इफ वी आर इनसाइड द हाउस व्हाट विल हैपन. दिस फियर इज कंटिन्यूअसली रनिंग इन आवर माइंड. सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द स्ट्रैटेजी बाय विच वी विल बी गेटिंग रिड ऑफ दिस फियर. मीन्स वी हैव टू टेक प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स so that we are not going to be affected by coronavirus. So आप इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिखेंगे और सोचिए चाइल्डहुड फियर क्या है, कैसे आपने उसको ओवरकम किया, तो आपको समझ में आएगा क्या करना है। अब देखिए इस चैप्टर का अगर मैं पूरा चीज बोलूं, इसी से आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा, आर यू फियरफुल ऑफ समथिंग, मतलब फियर है, डर है, अफ्रेड है, फ्राइटेंड है। तो इस चैप्टर में व्हाट वी विल कम टू नो, फियर ऑफ वाटर। द ऑथर हिमसेल्फ वाज हैविंग फियर ऑफ वाटर, ही वाज हैविंग हाइड्रोफोबिया, मतलब पानी का डर था उनको, एंड हाउ ही ओवरकेम इट सॉरी। तो उन्होंने, जब उनको हाइड्रोफोबिया था, तो पानी से डर था, तो वो डर हमेशा नहीं रहा, उन्होंने एक बार ही समझा कि मुझे इस डर को हटाना है, तो उस जर्नी को भी उन्होंने शेयर किया, कैसे उन्होंने ओवरकेम किया था। देखिए इस पूरी स्टोरी को अगर आप डिवाइड करेंगे तो इस पूरी स्टोरी को हम 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं। पहला तो है चाइल्डहुड फियर, how he came to know that this is my fear, and this fear due to this fear, irrespective of the fact that he was enjoying all water sports, but he was not having dare to go into the water and enjoy that thing. So this was the childhood fear, and due to this he was not able to enjoy water sports, or he was not able to enjoy anything related with the water. Then misadventure. See, fear doesn't comes naturally. It comes when we are frightened of something. Some event happens in our life and we get frightened of that event. हमको ना डर लग जाता है, कुछ चीजें होती है हमको डर लग जाता है। जैसे हम साइकिल चलाना सीख रहे हैं, छोटे बच्चे 1-2 बार गिरे, 3 बार गिरे, कुछ बच्चे होते हैं कि नहीं हमें और करना है, कुछ बच्चे होते हैं चोट से डर जाते हैं और वो फिर छोड़ देते हैं, नहीं छोड़ना नहीं है, हमें करना है। तो वो मिस एडवेंचर, जो वो बैड हैपनिंग्स होती है लाइफ में, जिसके कारण और हम फ्राइटेंड होते हैं और हमारा फियर एनहांस होता है, वो सारी इंसिडेंट है जो राइटर की लाइफ में हुई, जिसके कारण वो और ज़्यादा फियरफुल हुए। देन ट्रेनिंग, वंस he knew that I am having this fear of water, he thought now I am not going to stuck up with this fear. He decided कि I am going to move on. अब move on करना, बोलना तो आसान है, but you have to do something. Then he decided what I have to do. I have to undergo some training, because it's swimming. Because I have to go into the water, so I have to undergo some training. He went under a strict training, under a expertise trainer, and then the whole journey of overcoming the fear came into process, and he became the winner. And he was not having any childhood fear of water right after getting the training, and he became proficient in swimming, and he was able to get rid of this problem. So जो डर के आगे जीत है ना, डर के आगे जीत है, इस कहानी के लिए एकदम परफेक्ट टैगलाइन है, लेकिन ये आपको यूज नहीं करना है व्हाइल राइटिंग आंसर। आप समझिए कि किसी चीज से हम डरते हैं तो जरूर उसमें हमें विनर होने के चांसेस है, बट करना क्या है, हमें उससे प्रैक्टिस करना है। हो सकता है कुछ चीज़ें हम खुद कर लें, हो सकता है किसी चीज़ में हमें बड़ों की हेल्प लेनी पड़े, किसी एक्सपर्टाइज ट्रेनर की हेल्प लेनी पड़े, पेड वन अनपेड वन, बट हमें हेल्प लेनी पड़ सकती है। सो वी विल बी स्टार्टिंग द लेसन। अब देखिए, It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. The Yakima River was treacherous. Mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other. The drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs, but I subdued my pride and did it. देखिए कितनी अच्छी बात लिखी। मतलब something happened with the author when he was 9 or 10 years old. And after that incident, he decided that now I have to learn swimming. And for that purpose, he selected YMCA pool. What is YMCA? YMCA stands for Young Man Christian Association. And he decided YMCA pool because it was a safer option. Because there he will see people over there. And there will be some people who will be looking after the people who are getting trained over there. So he thought that this pool is safe. And there was one more reason for selecting this pool, was that कि at the shallow end of the pool, it was not deep, it was only 2-3 feet. मतलब जो pool का जो किनारा था वो 2-3 feet deep था, and the center was 9 feet deep, और जो बीच का जगह था मतलब वो 9 feet था. बट ये 2-3 feet से 9 feet ऐसे नहीं था कि यहाँ से सीधा यहाँ आ गए. दिस स्लोप वॉज, दिस ड्रॉप मीन स्लोप वॉज ग्रेजुअल, स्लोली, मतलब ऐसा नहीं था कि सीधा ऐसे हो गया. एकदम स्लोप ऐसा था कि जिससे कोई भी स्विमर, कोई भी जो पार्टिसिपेंट वहाँ गया है सीखने के लिए, उसको कोई प्रॉब्लम होता नहीं होता, क्योंकि स्लोप तो बहुत ग्रेजुअल था, सडन नहीं था, ग्रेजुअल था. तो अब यहाँ पे देखिए, ये दो ऑप्शन के कारण जो है हमारे राइटर, ही थॉट कि YMCA पूल इज द बेस्ट ऑप्शन फॉर मी टू लर्न स्विमिंग ओवर देयर. एंड यू नो the mother always, because he was having a fear of Yakima river. Treacherous means dangerous, because he knew that Yakima river is very dangerous, and the mother was always giving inputs about the drowning stories related to Yakima river. She always warned the writer that don't go over there, this type of drowning happened with this person, that person, and what these stories did, the writer became more and more afraid of Yakima river. Then what happened? I got up when he decided that I have to learn swimming in YMCA pool when he was 9 to 10 years old. What he did, first he brought water wings. आप देखते होंगे स्विमिंग में जब जाते होंगे बच्चे ना ऐसा सर्कुलर सा विंग पहनते हैं, स्क्वायर शेप का विंग पहनते हैं, जिससे जो स्विमिंग हो आराम से हो सके, उसे बहुत ज़्यादा डर ना लगे, क्योंकि वो डूबेगा नहीं, ड्राउन नहीं होगा पूल में. तो ऐसे जो पेयर ऑफ विंग्स होते हैं, ऐसे दो को यहाँ पे लगा के स्विम करते हैं ताकि वो ड्राउन नहीं हो. अब उन्होंने पेयर ऑफ विंग्स भी ले ली. But you know, like each and every child, he was also very shy. What he hated most was to go into the water with his skinny legs. मतलब उसे पानी से डर था, लेकिन उससे भी ज़्यादा जो एक पर्टिकुलर चीज़ था जिसको वो हेट करता था, that he didn't wanted to show his skinny legs because he was very thin. बहुत पतला था, थिन था, तो उसके जो पाँव थे ना बहुत पतले थे, स्किनी लेग्स थे, थिन लेग्स थे. ही डिडंट वांटेड टू शो इट टू अदर पीपल. क्यों? बिकॉज व्हेन अदर पीपल विल सी, दे विल मेक फन ऑफ हिम. बट सी what he did, he subdued, he overcame that feeling, and he went into the pool without thinking of his self-respect. Why? To learn swimming. देखिए कई बार हमें कई चीज़ को छोड़ के भी सीखना पड़ता है. तो उन्होंने जो ऑथर ने सोचा, why to think about the skinny leg, I have to learn swimming, and he removed that hatred feeling of showing his legs to other people, and he thought कि I will leave my self-respect and I will go into the pool to learn swimming with my skinny leg. मैं यही पतले पैर के साथ पूल में उतरूंगा और स्विमिंग सीखूंगा. अब देखिए दूसरा और नेक्स्ट पैरा पे चलते. फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग हाउएवर आई हैड एन अवर्शन टू द वाटर. व्हेन आई वाज इन एट that started when I was 3 or 4 years old, and father took me to the beach in California. The waves knocked me down and swept over me. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I was frightened. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. देखिए इसमें कुछ वर्ड्स हैं जिनकी मीनिंग मैं आपको पहले बता दूं, जिससे समझना इजी हो जाएगा. जैसे aversion means dislike, not liking something, and then surf means wave of the sea. sea में जो लहरें होती है, wave of the sea. Then knocked me down means threw me down. So what happened? Again he is stating about his childhood experience with water, sea water. And in that childhood experience, what he is stating, from the beginning he was having strong dislike of water. When he was only 3 or 4 years old, he went with his father to the beach of California beach, where they were standing, together in the surf. Surf means together they were standing at the beach of the California, and the waves were coming and touching. Suddenly what happened? One wave came, and this writer was writer was holding his father, then too that wave was so strong that that wave knocked the author down. He threw the author down. He was completely drenched, or he was completely wet by the wave water, and he was not able to breathe at that time because of water. वो सांस लेने में भी उसे तकलीफ हुई, क्योंकि जब लहर आई उसके ऊपर तो वो गिर गया. बच्चा था, फादर को पकड़े हुए था, बट भी वो वेव की स्पीड इतनी थी कि वो बच्चा गिर गया और कंप्लीटली वो जो है क्या हो गया, गीला हो गया, और सांस लेने में थोड़ी उसको तकलीफ हुई. Father was trying to normalize the situation. He laughed so that his son will not get afraid of water. But that particular situation, that particular condition left a mark on the mindset of the author, and he became terrorized of the sea water. He became terrorized of the sea water. And this incident made a prominent mark on the mindset of the writer. Due to this only he was having fear, and then incident happened one by one, and again he became more afraid of water. But again the next paragraph. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fear. But in a little while I gathered confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping. Aping means coping. Then I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. As he was introduced to YMCA pool, he started practicing swimming over there, and he was trying to overcome the childhood fear of strong dislike towards the sea water, which was there in his memory. But then too he was trying his best to learn swimming. But in a little while, after passage of some days, he gained up all his confidence and he started his swimming practice. He was seeing other people practicing swimming over there, and he was having water wings, a pair of water wings. He was taking that water wings with himself to the pool, and then what he did, he started swimming in the pool, and he started paddling into the pool. Then what happened? He was watching other boys, what they are doing, how they are moving their legs and hands, and aping means he copied exactly the same, and slowly he was feeling ease, comfortable with this water in the pool. But suddenly one incident happened which again resurfaced the childhood fear of water. एक ऐसा इंसिडेंट उसके साथ होता है जो फिर से उसके अंदर वो डर लाता है, और ये जो इंसिडेंट है थोड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, इसे ध्यान से सुनिएगा. I went to the pool when no one else was there. The place was quiet, the water was still, and the tiled bottom was as white and clean as a bathtub. I was timid about going in alone, so I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. Then what happened? He went to the pool, he went to the YMCA pool, and at that time there no one was there in the pool. The place was quiet, there was no one, so there was no sound, and the water was still also, there was no movement in the water, and the water was silent. That's why he was able to see the bottom, tiled bottom of the pool. It was clean and clear water, and the pool at that time was looking like bathtub to the writer William O. Douglas. Then what happened? I was timid, I was afraid about going in all alone. At that time no one was there. That's why the writer felt fear, or he became afraid of going into the pool all alone. So he thought that I will wait for few people to come into the pool, and then I will go into the water. I had not been there long when in came a big brochure of a boy, probably 18 years old. He had thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen with legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. He yelled, "Hi skinny, how would you like to be tapped?" कुछ वर्ड्स हैं यहाँ जिनके मीनिंग आप समझिए पहले. ब्रूशर मीन्स होता है अ पर्सन हु इज टफ एंड एग्रेसिव. मीन्स कोई भी हो, चाइल्ड हो, मैन हो, वुमन हो, पर्सन हु इज टफ एंड एग्रेसिव, हु एंजॉयज फाइट और आर्ग्यूमेंट, जिसको ना बहुत टफ हो, एग्रेसिव हो और जिसको लड़ना झगड़ना बहुत पसंद होता है, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स करना पसंद होता है। देन इसमें एक और वर्ड है स्पेसिमेन, मीन्स एग्जाम्पल। आप बायो के लैब में जाते हैं तो स्पेसिमेन दिखाया जाता है कि देखो ये है, बुक के स्पेसिमेन होते हैं, तो ये एग्जाम्पल से रिलेट करता है। देन आपकी स्किनी मतलब बहुत ही थिन पर्सन, और डग्ड मीन्स है पुश और प्लंज समवन अंडर वाटर, किसी को धक्का मार के आप पानी में गिरा दो। Then what happened? Suddenly one big brochure, one boy who was very tough, who was having a beautiful physical structure, showing muscles on the arms and legs, and his chest was having thick hair growth. He was 18 years old and he was looking damn smart too, having good physical structure. But he was a person who was enjoying fights and arguments. What he did to this child, when he came inside the pool, he saw that this author William is sitting at the side of the pool, and when he entered, after observing him, he said, "Hey skinny, hey thin person," बोलते ना, अरे बदले इधर सुन, तो hey skinny, and he said, चिल्ला के बताया, "Hey skinny, how would you like to be ducked?" Means in what way you would be like to thrown into the water. उस छोटे से बच्चे से 18 इयर्स का इंसान 9-10 इयर्स के बच्चों को बोलता है, हे स्किनी, तुमको कैसे मैं धक्का मारूं, पतले इंसान तुम्हें कैसे धक्का मारूं कि तुम पानी में गिरो, कौन सा वे तुम्हें पसंद है। Then what happened? See, with that he picked me up and tossed me into the deep end. I landed in a sitting position, swallowed water and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, but not yet frightened out of my wits. On the way down, I planned when my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump, come to the surface, lie flat on it and paddle to the edge of the pool. यहाँ पे दो चीज़ों का वर्ड मीनिंग आपको पता होना चाहिए। Tossed means threw और wit means intelligence, wisdom. Then what happened? He picked the author up and he threw him into the water. He was sitting at the side of the pool, so he was not able to change his position. He took him into the, when he took him up, he was into the sitting position and he threw him directly at the deeper end, which was 9 feet deep. जो 9 feet deep था, ऐसे उठाया बच्चे को और उसने फेंक दिया बच्चे को, और वो बच्चा जाके 9 feet deep वाले एरिया में गिरा. And when he was going downwards in the pool, he was into the sitting position because he was not mentally prepared कि what this young boy, 18-year-old young boy Brusher is going to do with me. तो वो सिटिंग पोजीशन में ही पानी के नीचे चला गया, जैसे बैठा था उसी पोजीशन में वो पानी में 9 feet डीप वाले एरिया में चला गया. He was not at all prepared. Then what happened? At that time he swallowed water. He drank water because he was not prepared. So when he was going down towards the bottom of the pool, he drank water and went at once to the bottom, and suddenly he touched the bottom. He was at the bottom of the pool. He was frightened, he was afraid. वो बहुत डरा हुआ था, बहुत डर गया था, but not yet frightened out of wits. He didn't lose his confidence. He was having his intelligence, and when he was going down in the pool, he thought of a plan that when he will be touching the bottom of the pool, he will muster up, he will gather, वो अपना सारा courage अपने पास लाएगा, and when he will touch the bottom, he will hit the bottom with the leg to come to the surface of the pool. वो अपने पाँव से जोर से पूल के बॉटम को मारेगा, उससे वो ऊपर की तरफ आ जाएगा, पूल के सरफेस में आ जाएगा. उसने सोच लिया था कि वो ऐसा करेगा. And then he will lie flat on the water surface and he will paddle, he will make the movement of leg and hand, and he will come to the side of the pool and he will be safe. He thought. He was frightened, but he didn't lose his self-confidence. He was an intelligent boy, irrespective of the fact that he was having fear. He thought that I will be using this strategy कि जैसे मैं पूल के डाउनवर्ड साइड में जाऊंगा, मैं पूरा एनर्जी अपना गैदर करूंगा, हिट करूंगा लेग से अपने पूल के बॉटम को और ऊपर की तरफ आ जाऊंगा, और धीरे धीरे पैडल करते हुए मैं साइड में पूल के आ जाऊंगा और मैं सेफ हो जाऊंगा. Then what happened? It seemed a long way down. Those 9 feet were more like 90. And before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring upwards. I imagined I would bob to the surface like a cork. Instead, I came up slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water. Water that had a dirty yellow tinge to it. I grew panicky. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only at water. I was suffocating. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water, but not my mouth. See, then what happened? William took a long time to reach the bottom of the pool. It seemed that the depth at this time, William thought it is not 9 feet deep, it is 90 feet deep. उसको इतना डर हो गया कि वो ये भूल गया कि ये 9 फीट डीप है. उसको ऐसा लग रहा था ये 90 फीट डीप है, मैं इतना नीचे आ गया हूँ. And he was not able to have control on his breath. He was feeling breathless and he felt that his lung will burst out, फट जाएगा. And when his feet touched the bottom, he gathered all his strength again, and he thought to hit the bottom of the pool and to come up to the surface of the pool as like a cork. But it didn't happen. He had thought that the next moment he would come out of the pool, but the opposite happened. He was not able to come out of the pool. Only what portion was coming out of the pool? ये जो आंखें और नाक थी वो पानी के ऊपर आती थी और माउथ जो है पानी के नीचे रहती थी. तो he was drinking that pool water and he was feeling suffocating over there. His movement of coming upwards was very slow, and when he was opening his eyes, what he was seeing that he was surrounded by water, and the color of the water is yellow. थोड़ा सा yellowish color का water है. He tried to grab something. He tried to catch something. He was trying to catch the rope so that when he will catch the rope, he will be able to come to the surface, to the side of the pool, to the edge of the pool, and he will come out of the pool. But he was not able to grab anything. Then what happened? He was feeling that he is not able to breathe. He was feeling that he is going to lose the breath. And he tried to scream for help. He tried to call out someone for help. But he was not able to. I said na, उसका nose और eyes बाहर निकलता था, but मुंह अंदर रहता था. तो whenever he was screaming, this effort was in vain because the sound was only heard by water and it was not heard by anyone else. His nose, and he became helpless. No one was there, and he was feeling very much frightened that what is going to happen next. Then what happened? I flailed at the surface of the water, swallowed and choked. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. A great force was pulling me under. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. Flailed means he was trying to wave his hand like this. When you are in danger, you can देखो खुशी से भी वेव करते हो आप हैंड, और डेंजर में हो तो वेव करते हो कि कोई आए आपको रेस्क्यू करे. Choke means he was not comfortable while breathing, so he was feeling breathless, unable to breathe. Rigid means hard, कोई चीज tough है, hard है. तो विलियम क्या किया? विलियम waved his hand when he was at the surface of the water. He tried to wave his hand. Why he tried to wave his hand? That someone will see and someone will come up to help him out. But all the efforts was in vain. And meanwhile he was drinking water too, which was there in the pool, and he was unable to breathe. I said nose and eyes were above the water, and below the water was the mouth and the rest of the body. So while he was drinking water, he was feeling breathless. And then he tried, when he was touching the bottom of the pool, he was trying to hit the pool, with his legs, but at that time he felt that his leg is having in his leg something very heavy has been tied, and he was feeling like paralyzed. He was not able to move his legs. He felt that something is pulling him down, irrespective of the fact that he was trying to come up to the surface of the water. Once again, William started going down and down in towards the bottom of the pool, and he was not able to help himself. Then again, a para is there. I stuck at the water as I went down, expanding my strength as one in a nightmare fights an irresistible force. I had lost all my breath, my lungs ached, my head throbbed, I was getting dizzy, but I remembered the strategy. I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface. I would lie flat on the water, strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs. Then I would get to the edge of the pool and I will be safe. Expanding means losing. He was giving out. Ache means pain, दर्द देना. Throb means felt pain in a series of beat. कई बार ऐसे धड़कन होती है और दर्द महसूस होता है. Dizzy means giddy, faint करना, unconscious होना, unsteady रहना. Strategy is a plan of action. Strike out, extend, thrash, hit with force. So when William was trying to save himself from drowning in the pool, and he was trying to grab something, he was looking for the rope, but he was not able to, because around him there was water and water. He compares his situation, and then he is comparing his situation to a person who has seen a dreadful dream, and he wanted to come out of that situation and he is not able to. In the same way, he is thinking that this is a dreadful situation, I want to come out of it, but I am not able to. Then he started feeling breathless, he felt pain in his lungs, his head started aching, beating fast and aching too, and he started getting unconscious. But he could recollect the plan to save himself. But he was strong boy. He was trying to come out of the pool. Whenever he was touching the bottom of the pool with his feet, he was trying to muster up, gather all the strength, all the energy, all the courage to hit the floor, hit the bottom of the pool and come to the surface of the pool. And he thought when he will be coming to the surface of the pool, he will lie flat on the pool water and he will start paddling, and he will come to the edge of the pool, and in this way he will be able to save himself. He thought that he will hit the strokes with his limbs and will reach to the edge of the pool. But actually this was not happening. Now he is getting tired, he is feeling more frightened, but he is a strong boy. He is trying his level best and he is taking now and then efforts to come to the surface of the water. Then I went down endlessly. I opened my eyes, nothing but water with a yellow glow. Dark water that one could not see through. And then sheer stark terror seized me. Terror that knows no understanding. Terror that knows no control. Terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. It was shrieking underwater. I was paralyzed underwater, stiff, rigid and feared. Even the screams in my throat were frozen. Only my heart and the pounding in my head said that I was still alive. Stark means severe. Seized means gripped. किसी चीज में gripped हो गया. Shrieking, screaming, loud noise करना. Paralyzed means not able to take any movement. कोई paralyzed व्यक्ति को देखिए, वो movements नहीं ले पा सकता है, move नहीं कर सकता है. In the same way here paralyzed means there was no chance, no room for making any movement. Pounding means beating repeatedly. कभी आप दौड़ते हो तो जो आपकी heart beat होती है ना, beating fast होती है, उसे बोलते हैं repeated beating. William sank into the pool and journey downwards seemed endless. Whenever he was trying to come up to the surface of the pool, he was going down. And this journey of going downwards into the pool was endless. Whenever he was opening his eyes, what he was seeing, water all around. हर समय उसको जब भी आंखें खोलता था उसको हर जगह पानी ही दिखता था. And the color of the water was yellowish. And now he was not able to see through the water because now it has become dark for him. Due to this particular situation, he was feeling more afraid. He was feeling more frightened. He says that this feeling of getting frightened due to such type of situation, it cannot be explained in words. And this can be understood by that person who has experienced the same feeling in whatever ways. ये जो डर है ना, ये डर शब्दों में बयान नहीं किया जा सकता. जो ऐसा सिचुएशन फेस किया है वही इस डर को जानेगा. He was screaming in the water, but no one was able to hear him. His effort of screaming went into vain. Vain means worthless हो गया, खराब हो गया. Then he felt like his screams are frozen. एकदम ठंडा पड़ गया, कोई नहीं सुनेगा. Only he was able to hear his heartbeat, and the continuous repeated beating which was going into the mind indicated him that he is alive. जो वो जिससे वो महसूस कर सकता था जिंदा है, वो उसकी हार्ट बीट थी, जो दिल की धड़कन है वो सुन रहा था, और जो कंटिन्यूस बीटिंग हो रही थी, थ्रॉबिंग हो रही थी माइंडसेट में, वो उसको ये एहसास दे रही थी कि नहीं, तुम जिंदा हो विलियम, तुम जिंदा हो. And then in the midst of the terror came a touch of reason. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. At last I felt the tiles under me. My toes reached out as if to grab them. I jumped with everything I had. In the midst of means between. In between all this frightening situation, all the situation of terror, fear, I was able to recollect, I was able to recall that what I have to do. I had made a strategy, a plan to jump when I will be touching the bottom of the pool. I will hit the pool with all my energy and will come to the surface of the pool. I hit the bottom. At last I felt the tiles under me, and this was the last time I felt that yes, tiles are under my feet. My toes reached them as if to grab them. My toes reached them as if I wanted to grab them. And then with all my energy, all my strength, I jumped upwards. In between the phase of terror, William recollected the plan that he had to... But the jump made no difference. The water was still around me. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wing, nothing but water. A mass of yellow water held me. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. Like a great charge of electricity, I shook and trembled with fright. My arms wouldn't move, my legs wouldn't move. I tried to call for help, to call for mother. Nothing happened. Now all the effort which this child was taking was worthless. That all went in vain. He was still submerged in the water. आधा डूबा हुआ अभी भी है पानी में. He looked around for help. He was searching for rope, ladder or water wing, but he was not finding anything. And he tried to call, but his voice was being heard by the water, not by the people. He waved his hand, but nobody was able to see him. And what he could see was water all around. It was as if chunk of yellow water had grabbed him. He felt like that this chunk of water, yellow water, which is there in the pool, has grabbed me tightly. And he became terrified. He became frightened, and the fear was intense. बहुत डर गया, बहुत ज़्यादा डर गया बच्चा. It was like an electric shock that ran through the whole body, and this terror was like an electric shock. When you will get that shock, the feeling is the pain, the feeling of that getting shock is unbearable. In the same way he was feeling when he was submerged in the pool. He trembled with fright. He was shivering with fear. He was not able to move his limbs. He was not able to move his feet. He was not able to make any movements in the water, and he was not able to call out anyone for help, and he was helpless over there. For the rest of the portion, we will see in the next part of this lesson. If you are having any doubt or queries, please write in the comment section, and so that I will be able to help you. God bless you all. Have a good day. Thank you.